Updated February 25, 2019, 14 hours 50 minutes and 23 seconds. The Margaret River Pro will remain on surfing's World Championship Tour until at least 2021, after a deal was struck between the West Australian government and the sport's governing body. Key points. Last year's Margaret River Pro was called off after two nearby shark attacks. The World Surf League was looking at moving the event to another location in WA. Sponsorship deal with Tourism WA has secured the event for another 2 years. Two non-fatal shark attacks in one day just kilometres from the competition last April threw the future of the event in the state's southwest into doubt. WA recreational surfers Alejandro Travaglini and Jason Longgrass were attacked just hours apart during the competition near Gracetown, about 15 kilometres away from where the competition was held. The attacks left some Brazilian pro surfers saying they were not comfortable going in the water, and the event was eventually called off midway through the competition. Reports later emerged that the World Surf League (WSL) was searching for a replacement location, fueling concerns in Margaret River that the event's contract would not be renewed beyond this year. But WA Tourism Minister Paul Papalia has announced a sponsorship deal with Tourism WA that has secured the future of the event for at least another 2 years. Mr. Papalia said there would not be any extra shark mitigation measures for the contest, and that WSL Chief Executive Sophie Goldschmidt was satisfied with the precautions already in place. "The World Surf League were absolutely happy with our measures that we put in place last time," he said, and in fact, Sophie Goldschmidt at the time of the cancellation, she said it was the safest bit of water on the planet. WA no more sharky than anywhere else. Ex-Proth deal means the competition's short-term future is safe in a region labelled by Brazilian professional surfer Gabriel Medina last year as the most dangerous place to surf in the world. Yallingup local and former professional surfer-turned-coach Jake Patterson welcomed the announcement, saying the 2018 event had been hit with bad luck. "It was just unfortunate last year there were two shark attacks in the same morning, and in saying that the second attack was just so stupid," he told ABC Radio Perth. "The guy was told there was a shark out in the water, and obviously it's common sense if there's been a shark sighting in the area, you just don't go out." Mr. Patterson said WA was no more sharky than anywhere else in the world, and said sightings were a regular feature during events in South Africa. He said with drone surveillance and jet ski patrols, Margaret River was well monitored, and he was hopeful the event would continue beyond 2021. "It's a great event for the state, and not just for people who want to come and watch but also for the young talent coming through in Western Australia," he said. "The chance to get a wild card and surf against the world's best is just so critical for our growth of the state surfers, so I really hope it keeps going for a long time. It could be the finish of this sport." Medina, along with fellow Brazilian Italo Ferreira, was among those who said they did not feel safe competing in the area last year. "Safety is the main thing. There is risk, but I don't want to wait for something to happen to us," he said after the event was cancelled by organisers. "I don't think it's safe to surf, even the locals. They always see sharks here. It could be the finish of this sport if something really bad happens," but the decision to abandon the event split the surfing community. Surfing's biggest name, Kelly Slater, backed the WSL's decision at the time, but also raised questions about why some competitors did not want to carry on at Margaret River. "There are a few theories about who did and didn't want to surf and the larger effects on the world rankings," he said. "The most vocal against haven't had a great record at Mugs, so we can only be left to wonder if that played into the fear of surfing." Retired professional Taj Burrow, who lives in nearby Yallingup, criticized the decision to cancel the competition. "Probably the big waves they surfed on the first day of the event were a lot riskier than the possibility of a shark attack," he said. "At the time, it's just one of the things that comes with surfing and competing in the ocean." Organizers had already decided to push back this year's Margaret River Pro by 1 month to allay safety fears. The event will kick off in late May, rather than April. In a statement last September, the WSL cited aggressive shark activity in the area at last year's event and attributed it to schools of salmon and washed-up whale carcasses attracting predators to the area. Topics: surfing, sport, travel and tourism, states and territories, animal attacks, shark, government and politics. Margaret River 6285 Perth 6000, Bunbury 6230, WA. First posted February 25, 2019, 10 hours 28 minutes and 15 seconds.